Hi everyone, it's Nathan from Quality Electrician, and today I'm going to be installing some garage electrics, which includes a couple of lights, some sockets and an outdoor power supply. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be absolutely brilliant. So let's see how it goes. So we've got quite a lot going on today. We've got 4 lights to fit, some switches either side of the garage, some nice metal clad double sockets. Now these are going to be recessed into the walls, makes it a nice little touch, makes it a little bit more rugged as well because it's going to be a workshop area, so hopefully be no callbacks or damage. A new fuse board, which I'll show you in a minute. We've got an existing pipe coming out of the floor, so luckily enough I've got a pipe vise here. We're going to try and do a bit of conduit. I say try, but we will do a bit of conduit and get us up to a new fuse board position. It's a little bit on the iffy side, it's not quite straight, so there's going to be a little bit of fudge in there with pipe, but we'll see how it goes. We've also got campervan supply, which will be run into some concrete in some Copex and then out to a socket and an isolator. So yeah. Right, okay, so I will quickly show you around what we got. So got the pipe vise ready to go. This is the conduit here. Now I'm praying that is metric size. I think it is 25mm. I'm going to bring it, try and get a set from here, funny bend and up to a new board. We've got plenty of length on that existing supply. I've actually been here before, I've tested this, so I know that supply is okay. And then we've got some, this is all a wooden board that the customers put on all the way around, so I am going to recess the metal clad boxes. A nice little touch there, nice and strong. I'm not going to braid it, not plastic, the metal, so they're good. Built for rugged environments. Got a switch for an outside light and 4 lights going in here, and they're also going to be switched from that end. I've also got a power supply for an alarm system going in, and a couple of sockets either side of the door. There, and there. So I think we're going to clip along these wooden beams, which makes things a little bit easier. Come along here and down back of these boards to his fuse board. Fuse board will be surface mounted. Can't really do much more about that, which it'll still look good. And yeah, I think that's it. I'll show you quickly outside. So we're going to bring his campervan power supply. It's a campervan, it's just a socket and an isolator. Down through here. The customer's kindly opened this up. He's going to re-concrete this. I'm going to run along up here, along this wall to a switch so he can plug his campervan in from this new fuse board we're going to add. And this is our Copex that we've got here. I'm hoping that this cable is just going to slide straight down there. It's not a very big one, but I think we'll be absolutely fine. And yeah, it's just a case of getting cracking. First thing, check that conduit, thread it if I can get threader on it, and try and add to it. So I'm going to set these stocks and dies up. I'm going to give it a quick thread if I can. There's not much thread on it at the moment, so I'm hoping that we're all good. If not, we're going to have to think of another way to sort of connect to this, but I've got an idea. It probably won't look as good, so we're just going to give this a go and just see what happens. I'll put a bit of coating compound on there. It's quite a cold morning, you probably can tell. It's a bit stiff. I'm going to rub plenty of this on here. It'd be nice if we can get conduit on. Be really good. Through here. A little like tiny ones that are cut. If I get that thread through there. Now. Imperial. Even if I can get like 4 threads on it or something like that, I'd be happy with that. 4 or 5 threads, please. Kinda. going to be very straight. Well, nothing ever is when it's old. So, I think that's bad for the angle of the dangle. It's going to be a nightmare, this. And that is better than kicking balls. Hopefully now you can see looking at it, the coupler's off. Without that guide, it don't keep it straight, so you've got to be really careful, especially if it's imperial. It's not really designed for that. So my socks and dies should be fine. But now at least I've got something for me to join from to get up to my fuseboard. Right, so we got the conduit in. It didn't quite go as planned. Couldn't do it with the set, so I've done it another way. But to be honest with you, it looks fine. You can only win with the will you've got, can't you? So I'm now going to mount the board, and then we are actually getting there. So got Hager board, surge protection in. This is one of the smaller ones that they do with the surge protection device already built in, nice and easy. And really good build quality, so we'll get that mounted. I just need to mark my hole. Just remove that. Remove the bush. Put that in my pocket, and I'll lost that by the time I come to actually do anything with it. I'm just looking at. I think we'll just come straight up into the middle there. Straight in the middle. No messing, I'm going to take that off as well for the lead washer. Use the old laser eyes to give it a good mark. And this pencil's silly, it's a yellow lead, which is really annoying. It doesn't mark anything, so it's actually alright. And of course I've got the world's bluntest hole saw, so hopefully that goes alright. You can kind of see that mark, but not much. At least it'll wipe off, and I'll be back in a sec. Disappeared. Don't tell anyone. They're not in line, but I think it'll be okay. So, got pre-made grommet stripping back, it just clips in. They're okay, they come out a little bit, so you've got to be a bit careful. Ready to go now. So I've used a flange coupler with this. Nice lead washer, gives you a little bit better earth connection. To be honest, they look better. So I'm going to give this a go. And stupidly I didn't get rid of the buzz bar, so I'm not in the way. Let's see if we can fiddle with it. Get it done. Awkward, as usual. It's going. We're in. tight. I use grips. Voila, board's in, cable's ready to go down there. That's a nice little task out of the way. I've got to get cables up now. That's probably going to be really awkward as well, but I'll quickly do that. So this is what we got. This was the main issue, was the old pipe. Now that was an imperial size. I managed to get a bit of thread on there, and that is absolutely solid now. You can see angle. It's not quite straight, but we've had to angle it because of that angle. Oh, it's not been the best. And then we're straight up. Oh, look at that. Finished product. Really happy with. Ready for his cables at the back of there. These are the existing cables. Obviously, need to put a cover on there, box lid, which I will do. And then the next thing is to mark out all the switches, sockets for the faster fix back boxes. So at least we know where I'm going with cables. Right, I'm going to do the sockets now. I've got my cable ready, I'm going to run it over, use my lovely stapler gun, which makes things very easy. And after that I'll do the lighting, and then I've got an Armoured to run for the campervan supply. Stop for lunch. Now, wouldn't be right if I didn't have a ham sandwich. Aldi yogurt, that's what you like. And some Aldi crisps, no expense spared, banana house. Unfortunately, I had to make it, which, you know, it's not ideal. Might have to, you know, have a word with our last, but by all means, comment below and let us know if your missus makes you sandwiches for work. Right, okay, so I'm onto Armoured cable now for outside campervan. I've got the world's biggest drum out, about 100 metres, massive drum. Maybe it's a mistake, I don't know. But I always use it, so I thought, well, get a big drum, a bit cheaper. So I'm going to run it along purlins, down, under here, all's already drilled. From there, it's not the neatest of all, but hopefully we can make that look okay. Then down and through in a Copex Armoured cable. We'll just give it a little bit more protection there, so it's been concreted straight on top, and then across. Somewhere around here we've got an isolator and a commando socket. Right, I've got my little outside isolator marked off my Armoured. I'm just going to gland this off before I clip it onto the wall and then work it round. It'll make it really nice and neat, because I'm now wired in the trench with the Copex, so I've got no wiggle room, and that's the easiest way. Gland it now and I can work it down the wall and then in. I've got my mark, I'll just give it a bit of a tickle. Lots of tools you can use to gland off an Armoured cable, but I go the old fashioned way because I can't bother carrying loads of bits round. 2.5's a little bit fiddly. Got strip that now, that out of sheath with the Old Stanley knife. Point it away from me, of course. Slice myself to bits otherwise. I always wear my gloves as well anyway, 'cause no matter what happens, whatever I'm doing, could be buttering some toast and I'll be slice my fingers open with something. Just give them a wiggle and come off nice and easy. And I've got some fancy glands that are very, very waterproof. They're called a storm gland. Now, my only bugbear with these is that they're very plasticky, and if you're not too careful, you thread it. So I stopped using them for a bit, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to give them another go and see what happens. Put that, don't forget that little bit there. I think that were in there. We'll see. Probably just use the croppers just to get an inch, about 1 inch. That's that, and give that a wiggle. Get that now. And now, make sure none of our almonds get crossed. Shove that ring on there. He says, no, we're just going to go for it. I'm just going to ram it. Ram it in. Ooh, there we go. I'll close in now. I think that's threaded. It says. I'm no armoured expert. Not with these glands anyway. It feels like it's going now. Is that? Now, this is where I probably put a bit overboard with it. But I do like a good CMP gland. And they're all brass. I'm going to be careful not to actually knack this. I'm a bit nervous about tightening it up, to be honest. That's nipped, so usually give it some welling when using a proper gland. But these are the in thing, so why not? A good thing is it's got a little rubber seal there, so we can seal a lot better. Now, most of the time I gland in the bottom of a unit. I'm 100% sure what we're going to do with this, but I'm going in bottom, so really this rubber seal is a bit excessive. Well, I think it's a bit excessive anyway, so I don't see how water's going to go up in the hole, so I'm going to be very careful and just ring that and snap. Good shot there, good action shot. Come on, let's go in. That's one. Why did I do it this way? There we go. I'll thread this unit in here now. Plenty of length from that. I'll just spin this round. So that is ready now, we're just dangling. Ready to go. I'll give it a little twist to go whenever we need to, but I will show you what's going to happen now. That's where his armoured is. Click that along. Wherever this finishes, we'll just mount it on the wall like that. And that's it. Right, okay. End of the day. So we're all wired. Fuse boards there. Everything's wired, ready for second fix tomorrow. Got this conduit in, now I'm done. All around, ready. Glanded the box off, and I'm going to clip that tomorrow. Probably a good day really with testing and getting it all sorted. So yes, I will see you tomorrow. Morning, it's day 2 of my garage electric install, and I'm going to now give this cable a clip. And yeah, right, so I am ready to go. Flip this cable using these linear clips. Quite nice actually. First time again that I've used these. So I'm going to connect this isolator up. I'm going to leave the cover off because we're getting ready to test later on today. So yeah, I'm going to first put a bit of sleeving on my cables. So I'm going to use the black as earth, and that's common practice. Black it used to be neutral, but you have to deneutralise it now. Before I test it, I'll just double check them connections, so I don't want to power anything up and get it wrong. So what I have got is metal clad sockets and switches. Now I really like Hager ones. I think probably best on market. You've got pretty much MK quality for half the price. I mean, look at the back of that, solid, good looking switch. Sounds good. Same with sockets. Can't beat that. Don't look cheap and tacky. And the reasonable price, can't really beat it. I'll start connecting this now. Put this in my pocket. Try not to lose it. Could happen. And there we go. That is actually going to sit perfectly over that. You don't even see the outer trim of the capacitor fix box. So to be quite honest, can't get a better job than that really. Finally getting there. The last light to connect, I've got a little bit of earthing to do, and I've also got the board to mount, but I am getting there. We're now at lunchtime. I'm going to temporarily connect these up. So I've got a test, so I can't do an insulation resistance test while these are connected. Not properly anyway, so I've got to just, I'm going to connect the earths and leave the rest of the cables in Wagos, and I'll do my dead tests and insulation resistance test. Some Wagos I prepared earlier, I'll just link them out for now. And leave it at that, ready to go. Right, I am getting there now, very very close to powering up. I've got the board to connect up, I've got Armoured to Glanding, so I think I'll probably do that first. A couple of cleats, a Gland, RCBOs to go in, blanks, and yeah, I'm gonna get there, Beautiful. Probably got a bit of swarf in there, but I'll give it the old vac when I'm done. Put my bolt in there, that holds that in place. Stupid glands again. Give it some more. Nope. Still not it. Still not going to sit now. What beers are these again? I think that's it now. I think I'm definitely a creature of habit, and I don't like change. But to me, I think a bit of a gimmick, really. I mean, plastic thread. Not my choice. I think that's it. I think. Oh, it's going on a bit too easy now, though, so probably missed it. Balls it up. Yep. Never again will I order these. Whoa. Being very polite there. That's it. That's got it. Never again. I'll just go back to my old CMP brass glands. Not messing about. Now, I said this Armoured were alright, but what we're going to see now, how good it is. This is the hard part. When you get a bad Armoured and you can't bloody strip the thing, it's all coming off in pieces. Actually, that is quite nice. Not a lot easier than yesterday. That look alright? Better straight up. Deep breaths, deep breaths now. Not bad for a guesstimate. We've got 4 circuits, believe it or not. We've got sockets. We've got lights, we've got an alarm, and then we've also got the campervan socket out there. Is that the old twiddle? Right, we got there. Lights are on. Everything's tested. We're looking good. Everything's actually working. Not too surprised. But let's go, I'll show you around. So, we've got a lovely fuse board there. Plenty of spare ways for anything in the future. That's that nasty gland, don't really like it. But in the end, I think it turned out okay. Cables are clipped across. I mean, hard to get them super neat. And then we've got these lovely metal clad sockets and switches, which look absolutely great on this white background with a white insert as well. You just cannot go wrong. So this is for an alarm. This is a supply. He's going to be having an alarm fitted very shortly. And then we've got our KSR strip lights. By some miracle, they fit perfectly within that gap. So I didn't want to install them over the door purely because when that door's open, as you can see, you get no light from them. So these should be fine. You get plenty of light in this garage, especially in this work area where it's going to be working. And then we have got the second switch to turn the lights on and off as you walk in, which is nice and handy, and a socket for his bits outside. And yeah, I'll show you the outside. I'll show you the outside light now. So this is just on a. So that's a Steinel lantern. Now, the reason I picked this, number one, the good quality. They're designed to last, but also it's got an 180-degree sensor, so you can pick them up. Anyone walking around here. It'll give off a nice light as well instead of it being a big floodlight. it's a million times better. Oh, I'll show you outside. Last but not least. So this is where we came out. Copex underground. So that'll be nice and protected now. I don't like it being concreted in. And then I did give these linear clips a go for the first time. Look quite good, look quite neat. Will I use them again? Not sure. Like I say, I don't like change. But we're good seal there. But yeah, just have to go from there, and I'm going to seal that up. Now, that is ready to go. And that is it for this job. So again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my page, it'd be absolutely great. And also let us know in comments what you think about the install. Anything you'd have done differently. Anything you like, anything you don't like. Okay, we'll see you later.